Hello guys, how are you all? So today's video is very important. This video will give the answers of questions like jobs in Australia, settling down in Australia, student life in Australia and stuff like that. So it's a bit long video and I have given the timestamp in the description, but I recommend you to watch this whole video so that you get lots of information, and I'm sure you will get answers of many of your questions. So just tell me in the comments how do you like this video, and if you have any questions just ask me in the comment section. So let's begin the interview.
Just go in a reasonable place. Don't come to Melbourne or Sydney if you are looking for PR.
Hi guys, this is my friend Anuj. So I've made a questionnaire for him because he's moving to Adelaide soon and he has studied here for 2 years. So we'll start asking him some question and we'll get to know what is the reality of the students in Melbourne and Sydney, like the areas which are not regional. So I'll start asking him the questions. So Anu, tell us about yourself. When you came in Melbourne, what university you are studying and which course you are in?
So I came late July 2017 and I did Masters of IT from Swinburne University. My specialization was data analytics, and I finished last July 2019 my Masters.
So what kind of job you had in these 2 years, and what is the general scenario? Maybe you have seen some friend of yours, or like what is the general scenario of jobs in Australia or particularly Melbourne?
So my first job was a warehouse job. It was like loading containers. Then gradually I got job in pizza delivery. Like many of my friends told me to get into any events job, so I did this in like Grand Prix Formula 1 race. Then last year I did AFL. But apart from that, like many of my other friends were doing other hospitality jobs. Some were doing childcare job and everything, and like, but it was like a rare scenario where any of them were doing in field job.
So field job is very rare while studying. After studying, what is the scenario of the field jobs?
So it's very rare. Like it's a challenging job, challenging task to get into field work, but like people are getting it, but it's just like 5 to 10% of chances. And after once you get graduated, chances may get up, but still it's depending on your skill and talent. But I'll say that it's just 15 to 20% where people get after their after their studies. So but yeah, but still like after one person gets their PR or citizenship, then like there are plenty of chances to get into that field.
Okay. So for IT field, after you get a PR, there are more chances to have a field job. Right now, what your friends are doing right now?
So like my other friends, like those are whether my batchmates, like most of them are not doing the IT work. A couple of them are doing, but just couple of them, not more. Most of them are doing other hospitality work and maybe some other, but not IT job. And all of them are saying just like better to get PR first, and they will like parallelly look for IT, but like the chances are more to get after PR. So while studying, it's like more of the chances to get job are like casual and not that IT jobs. So those people who are coming over here, like they should have in mind like they need to work for the survival, whether it is IT work or other, but just do what is come up to you.
So you want to say be ready for casual jobs and any odd jobs rather than field jobs? Yeah.
Yes, like any opportunity comes up to you, just grab it and try what you can do, because next level you can get a good opportunity in that, like any manager or supervisor post.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Cool. So Anuj, you completed your studies. Yes. So now what are the further steps for you to get a permanent residency? What are the options you have?
So when I was back in India, I was being told like there are plenty of job and there is scope for IT people to get the job while they are studying. But coming over here, it was very different scenario. Like to get a job in IT. As soon as I finished my studies, I get to know it's a hard scenario to get even PR in Melbourne, just because government are just making it strict and asking and promoting people to get to regional area. So I'm looking forward to get into regional place, and then I'll look for IT work. But but for now, I'll be going to any regional place. There are plenty of options to get into regional, but my first preference is Adelaide. And if I'm not getting any good option there, then I may go to Perth. But Adelaide is the first priority for me to go there.
So basically, after 2 years of study in Melbourne, now you are moving to a regional area just because of the policies. There are more chances to get PR in a regional area rather than in a city like Melbourne or Sydney. Is it?
Yes, there are good scope for getting PR in regional area as they got good options. Like if the people are coming from India or from the other country, it's easy to go to regional place where they can study for 2 years and then they can apply for 491. And those who are studying already in Australia for 2 years, they can just go and study 1 year, like either course of them, like whether they do diploma, degree or something. Then they get 491, and it's a good chance to do that.
So from your experience, what would be your advice to the people who are coming to Australia now? So what is your advice to them as per the present scenario?
As per my experience, I will suggest like people who are coming from outside, they should and must go to regional place like Adelaide or Perth or any of the place, like even Northern Territory or Tasmania, but just because like they can get easily PR in a short time. Although there is a visa requirement, like they need to wait for 2 years or 3 years, but still they will be quoted with a PR tag. So my perspective is to just go in a regional place. Don't come to Melbourne or Sydney if you are looking for PR. But just if you are looking for study, like you don't have any thought of getting PR over here, then it's good to come. But not for PR.
So you want to say if you want to study and if your goal is not to get a PR, go for Sydney and Melbourne because there are more jobs than regional area. Yep. But if your priority is PR, then go for regional area, risking the jobs. Like there are less jobs in regional area, but if PR is your priority, go for regional areas.
Better to go to regional place, yeah.
Because you'll get I think you'll get the PR easily and faster.
Yeah, like more quickly. So it's better to move to regional. Although people are saying like there are less chances of getting job, but there are still some options where you can find jobs. Like jobs might be negligible or maybe in a less portion, but still there are chances to get job. So I won't suggest, I won't be afraiding you or frightening you that there are no jobs. There are jobs.
All right, thanks for that. What is the scenario of Melbourne and Sydney for your stream as per your knowledge?
So according to my stream, like there are less chances, but still like one of my friend, she's working in IT firm. Firstly, she got internship there, and then after finishing internship, the company hired her, and still she is working over there. So it's been like more than 1.5 years for her. But apart from that scenario, like other of my classmates were still struggling to get any IT firm job. And I do have one good scenario where one of my friend after doing 2 semesters, so after 1 year, he thought to move to Tasmania, and he was a bit frightened, like whether he will get any kind of job over there, like either hospitality or any other. But with a big heart, he went there, and after a year, I got news that he got temporary PR with a visa requirement of 4 years over there. So after studying one year over there in Tasmania, he got PR, and it's been like 2.5 years for him over there. So the visa requirement was 4 years. So he already completed more than 2.5 years. So it's just like hardly 18 or 19 months there for him. And then he can move to any of the state. So it's better to first, whenever you come, better to go to any regional state so that you can get easy PR.
So just because he moved a year before and you are moving after 1 year, so he's on a very good position. Like it was a good decision for him.
Yes. Yes, it's a good decision for him that he went with a quick decision instead of fear of other jobs and everything. I too had a fear of like whether I get job or not, and that's why I continued studying over here. But after finishing that year, I do have the same scenario that I need to go to Adelaide and study 1 year over there, and then I will get any then I'll get 491. Let's see what's gonna happen, but I have my intuition out that I'll get a 491 once I'll finish my study with 1 year.
Good luck for that.
Thanks a lot.
And so what will be your advice? Like you should move as early as possible, you reckon, or?
Yeah. So those students who already are already here, like whether they had did 1 semester or 2 semester, better to take credit from those universities and move to any of the regional states like going to South Australia, West Australia, Anti or Tasmania, because it's still high hope for them to get PR, because Australian governments are getting more and more tougher with the situation, and like there are many of the people are doing fraud, and that's why it's impacting the good people who are coming with a good steps and good pathway. But still better to go as early as possible instead of risking their life and career.
All right. So Anuj, one last question. What are your options in Adelaide, and what will you study there? And after study, like what will be your options and what will be your way to getting the PR?
As per all the counseling and everything I went through, what I need to do is now to do 1 year study there. Okay. In Adelaide, and for my 491 is those students who already did study of 2 years in Australia. They just need to do 1 year study in Adelaide, and then they are ready to get sponsorship from the state, which is called 491. But in my case, I want to keep both the pathway open of 491 as well as 189. So in the scenario of 189, you need to do professional year to get your skill assessed. So I'll be doing 1 year of study of diploma of IT. Okay. Just to do 1 year study in Adelaide.
Do the checklist.
Yeah, just to check a checklist. And to keep my 189 pathway open, I'm gonna do this in professional year, as well as I'm gonna try to get 8 band in PT, as well as I'm gonna do NATI, which is one of the like language conversion. And meanwhile I'm gonna look for my IT work, though they are rare, but still I'll be looking for it. So once if I get all my points secured for like somewhere around 90, then I'll putting my 189 visa. But unfortunately, or like touch wood, it doesn't happen. But if I won't get, then I'll be have to look for 491.
So what are the checklist for 491? What you have to do to get a 491?
To get 491, for the people who are still in overseas and who want to come over here, they need to do 2 years study. And for those people who are already in Australia and did their studies of 2 years, they just need to do 1 year study in Adelaide. But all the state has their own requirement but I'm just saying about South Australia. So they need to do 1 year study over here, then they get 3 years of temporary PR, that's a 491 requirement, where they need to be in South Australia for 3 years, and they need to get minimum of $53,000 per annum for 3 years, and then they can move to any of the cities in Australia. And if we look for Tasmania, then those people who are coming from outside, they need to do 2 years of study and then 4 years of staying there. But those who are already over here, they just need to do 1 year, and accordingly 3 years more, and altogether 4 years over there in Tasmania.
And any English requirements in South Australia or Tasmania?
No, for English requirement, it's just like same as maybe 6 each. But still it's better to get as much as you can, so that you can put your 189 pathway open. But I will recommend better to get 8 each, so that all your paths are open and you can either look for everything instead of just going for one. And whatever I told and whatever I spoke, it's just the knowledge which I acquired from other people, listening and just inquiring. So it's not an exit and expert advice from the bottom line, but this is a basic scenario from the upfront, where you can get general knowledge, and then you can just go and research and find a particular option and solution for that. This is about all my experience and the scenarios which I've been through. I'm still a student and I'm the same as you guys. So best of luck for you, and hope you guys do a good research before coming over here and make a good out of it, instead of risking your life and a career. So good luck. Thank you.
Okay. So thank you very much for all the information you shared, and and for sharing all of your experiences. I hope they will get some information out of it, and I wish you all the best for your future, and I hope you get your PR soon.
Thank you.
We'll meet. Thank
Sure.
you, man.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
I did Masters of IT from Swinburne University. अरे ये जो था ना बैक क्वेश्चन हो जाता